Hey everybody, Dane Wilson here with Lenders Choice Credit Solutions. Today I wanted to talk to you about what our process looks like from A to Z. I know with credit repair, and you probably know this too, that the process isn't always super transparent. So I decided I want to make this video today to show you kind of a behind the scenes view of exactly what we do from start to finish for you or for your clients if you refer business to us. So that you kind of understand more about what the process looks like, what exactly we do, how we do it, so you kind of, again, have a behind-the-scenes look at everything that goes on. So if you're trying to make the decision on if you want to work with us, if you want to send clients our way, or if you yourself need our services, you'll know what to expect without having to be on the phone with a salesperson trying to motivate you to make the decision to work on your credit. So step one, what's the first thing that happens when you call a credit repair company like Lenders Choice Credit Solutions? The first thing we need to do is a consultation. We need to put together a game plan of exactly what has to happen to improve your credit score. So what we're going to have you do is be in credit monitoring, okay? And what credit monitoring is this. You've probably seen commercials on TV from time to time, all the different credit monitoring services out there. There's tons of them out there. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. There's nothing wrong with Credit Sesame or Credit Karma and some of those sites. But if you're trying to get a really good detailed credit report so you know what to do to improve your credit scores, Credit Karma and Credit Sesame, those are just not the best sites for that specific purpose. So we have a few that we recommend. There's the Identity IQs, there's Privacy Guard, there is Credit Check Total. Some of those sites are really good for consumers. They're called consumer reports, and they're really good for consumers so that you can monitor your credit. Every month you can refresh it. You click the refresh button and it refreshes and it shows you a new updated credit report. It shows you how much your scores have been improved over the past month. If you work with a credit repair company and have gotten any negative items deleted from your credit report, it's going to show you that. So we need you to be in that service, okay? So we can do the initial consultation. I or somebody at my office is going to take a look at your credit report, and they're going to give you a bunch of tips and tricks on everything that you can be doing. We're going to audit your credit report. We're going to look for inaccuracies. We're going to see if there's any credit cards that you need to pay down. We're going to see if you don't have an open credit card. We're going to talk to you about getting a secured credit card. We're going to talk to you about secured credit card options that are guaranteed approval. We're going to see if you need student loan help or student loan consolidation. We're going to look at all that. We're going to make sure you have open positive accounts, that you're building credit. We're going to teach you everything you need to know on your end to maximize your credit scores. We're also going to look at what we can do to help you out with. And here's a list of things that we can help with. We use federal laws like the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, HIPAA, and some other consumer protection laws to be able to get negative items deleted from your credit report. So we've successfully gotten late payments deleted, collections deleted, charge-offs, bankruptcies, repossessions, student loans, medical bills, you name it. If it's a negative account and it's on your credit report, it's absolutely possible to get that removed. So if we're removing negative while we're helping you add positive, that's how we're able to improve your credit scores. Now back to this credit monitoring service. It's not free, okay? And this is just an investment that you're going to have to make into bettering your credit. So when a loan officer pulls your credit report, that company is actually paying for the credit report. It's typically $30-something that they spend per credit report. Now they're trying to sell you, a home or get you a mortgage, so they have no problem covering that cost. Now, when you're pulling your credit report yourself online, you have to pay for that credit report. There's nobody that's going to pay for that for you, okay? The difference is when a loan officer pulls it, it's a hard inquiry. It drops your scores a little bit, or it can drop your scores a little bit. When you pull your credit report online yourself, it is a soft pull. It absolutely does not hurt your scores. So there's a benefit in doing that. Now, the service that we recommend is called Identity IQ. It's a really good detailed credit report. Now, we have an account with them, so we're able to get our clients the first 7 days for $1 is a $1 trial period for 7 days. That gives us plenty of time to get the consultation done. After that, the service goes to $21.99 a month. I know that's a pain. I wish there was a good free credit monitoring service out there. You may be asking, what about the annual free credit report? Well, the annual free credit report is an annual credit report. You're only going to get it once a year. It doesn't come with scores attached, and it's very, very hard to read for consumers. If you don't believe me, go pull it yourself and see. It's going to take a while for it to come in, and you're not going to get as much information. It's not going to be as easy to read. That's why these consumer reports online are perfect, okay? So if your goal is to buy a house or a car, I highly recommend making the sacrifice for $21.99 a month to get a good credit report so you can put together a game plan, okay? The next step, after we have put together that game plan for you and talked about everything that you need to be doing on your end and what we can do to help you out, is we're going to talk about the timeline. Now, once I see your credit report or one of my consultants sees your credit report, they'll be able to give you somewhat of a timeline on how long the process should take. But just be aware, with any credit repair company you go to, everybody's situation is different. It could be 1 month that you're in the program and you could have 1 million negative items, or it could be 6 months in the program and you might only have 1 negative item. So it doesn't correlate necessarily to how bad your credit actually is, how bad your credit file actually looks. Everybody's situation is different. And sometimes when you're using these federal laws to get stuff deleted, it's a process. It takes some time. You probably already know that the credit bureaus by law have a reasonable amount of time, which is about 30 to 45 days, to do an investigation each time you dispute or you challenge something on your credit report. So there's a little bit of waiting around, okay? So you need to at least prepare for 6 months, kind of worst case scenario. But again, you could be in the program anywhere from 1 to 6 months. Average person for us is about 4 months, okay? So you have to be able to, that's got to work with your time frame. The next thing we talk about is pricing. Now, with credit repair, if you've used credit repair, if you've had a bad experience, you know that there's a lot of companies out there that charge upfront fees. It's a violation of the CROA, the one specific law that credit repair companies are to follow, CROA. I'm sure there's other laws we have to, that we have to follow, but the main law for credit repair companies is CROA, and you're not supposed to charge upfront fees, okay? There's a lot of companies out there that do, okay? And they might charge you $800 to $1,000 upfront and then $100 a month. There's companies out there that just charge a monthly fee, like Lexington Law, the biggest credit repair company in the United States, about $100, $120 a month, and you're paying that every single month you're in the program. Now, the problem with that is, number one, if a month or two goes by and they don't get any results, if your scores aren't improving or they're not getting anything deleted, you're still paying. And that's absolutely possible with credit repair. Nobody can guarantee you to get deletions or improvements every single month. It may be likely, it may happen most of the time, and it does, but you could be that person who, they're not getting any results and you're still paying. So that's kind of a problem. And they tend to drag out the process. Anytime you're on a monthly plan, the way they make money is to keep you in the plan as long as possible. So we don't do either one of those things. We are a paid on performance company. So here is exactly what our pricing looks like as of today, okay? For the initial work that we do on your file, which is going to be to write letters to each and every creditor, collection company, and the 3 credit bureaus, all that initial work, it typically takes one of my team members about 4 hours per file to get it all done and sent out. We charge $100, okay? And we call that our audit fee, because we're going to audit your credit report. We're going to look for any inaccuracies. We're going to put all that information into our software. We're going to write letters and we're going to get them out, okay? So that's $100. We actually used to not have any kind of setup fee or audit fee at all, but we had too many people after the first month of us getting tons of stuff deleted, they would just disappear and we would lose money on that. So $100 for the initial work that we do on the file. Now, we're very flexible with when you pay that $100. You don't pay that up front. Again, I already said it's illegal to do that. So we have to get all that initial work done before we're legally allowed to charge anyway. But it gets better. On our enrollment form, we actually let you pick the date that you would like to pay that initial $100, okay? So if today's Monday and you get paid Friday, you can put it for Friday, or you can put it for the next Friday, or you can put it for the Friday after that. We'll get to work on your file right away, but we will not charge that initial $100 until you say so, okay? After that, we charge per account that we're able to get removed from your credit report, and that happens to work out to be $50 per negative account we get deleted per credit bureau. So an easy math example, let's say we get 10 items deleted from your credit report. Your bill is going to be $500. You have 2 options. You can pay that in full for a 20% discount on the bill, or we can just set you up on a payment plan. Now, most of our clients take the payment plan option, and that's perfectly fine. Somebody will then call you every month. They'll say, how much can you pay towards your balance this month? And on what day would you like to schedule that payment? So with no other creditor in the world are you going to get the flexibility on pay schedule as you will with our company. We're going to make sure that you're paying all your other bills first before you worry about paying us, or the program's not going to work anyway, okay? So you're going to pay $50 per item per bureau. Right now, for the next 2 months, November and December, we're doing a cap. We're not going to let your bill get over $600 no matter how many negative accounts we get deleted from your credit report. Okay, so you could have 40 negative accounts. We're going to cap the bill at $600. Again, you could pay each month in full and get a 20% discount, or we can just set you up on a payment plan. And what I mean by that, let me be a little more specific. Let's say we get 4 items deleted the first month and your balance is $200. Well, you can go ahead and set that up on a payment plan to pay that $200 off over a period of time, or you could just pay the $200 right then if you have it and get a 20% discount. It's just a way to save yourself some money. We also have a few other ways to save yourself some money. If you refer 3 people to us, we're going to waive your entire remaining balance, okay? And that's not that hard to do. There's everybody, you got friends, family, you're going to be sitting at the table this Thanksgiving with people who probably need help with their credit. And if they enroll into our program and you get 2 more, you get 3 total, we'll waive your balance, okay? So that's how our pricing works. Like I said, we're capping the bill right now at $600. We don't always do that. Now, we are human beings who care about people, so we're not going to let the bill ever get too high for anybody. But $600 is just kind of a holiday special we're doing. We know things are tight right now with Christmas and everything coming up, and we want to make it as affordable as possible. And if you're thinking $600 is high, I challenge you to call 10, 15 other credit repair companies right now and get their pricing, and it might sound a little bit better to you. So that's how our pricing works. Finally, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about realistic expectations, what's actually possible with credit repair. Okay, that's the main problem. If you've had a bad experience with credit repair, if you see a company online that has a lot of bad reviews, I don't think they're a bad company. I don't think that they're bad people. I don't think that they're necessarily lying to you or anything like that. For the most part, what I think is they have not set realistic expectations. Their main focus has been enrolling you into the program, getting you pumped up and getting you excited, but they haven't set the realistic expectations. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk about what's the probability of getting these accounts deleted. It's not 100%. Now, there are times that we are able to get 100% of our clients' negative items deleted, but that's not going to happen every single time. There's no guarantees. It's possible that a husband and wife comes in our program and we get every single negative item deleted for the wife. Her scores go from a 500 to an 800, and the husband gets 2 negative accounts deleted. His scores stay right where they're at. It's absolutely possible. It's unlikely, but let's just say our average deletion percentage is 70%. On average, we can get 70% of your negative items deleted. That means sometimes we get more than 70 and sometimes we get less. So we're going to make you aware of that before you spend a dime with us so that you understand. Now, let's go back to the pricing. You're only paying with us if we get stuff deleted. So if a month goes by and we don't get anything deleted, guess what? Your bill's zero. You're not going to pay anything at all, okay? With the initial 100 that you spent, we also have a 100% satisfaction money back guarantee. So at the end of the program or at any time during the program, if you're not 100% satisfied with the results for any reason, then we'll give you your money back. Even if that means the only reason we charge you in the first place is because we got items deleted. So there's absolutely no risk. We're going to do the work. You'll pay for the results you get. If you're not 100% satisfied, we give you a refund, no questions asked. And the last thing I want to talk about is what can cause someone to not have success with credit repair, okay? So we're going to put so much into helping you that even if we, for some reason, weren't able to get any negative items deleted, I promise you that you're going to see big time results. We're going to help you on your end with things that you can be doing. So what could cause you to not have success with credit repair? Okay, the first thing is if your credit card balances get a lot higher while you're in the program. If you come into the program and your utilization percentage on your credit card is really good and really low, and you max them out throughout the process, well, that could affect the results that you have with credit repair. If a new negative pops up, if you have a new late payment or collection or anything like that pops up while you're in the program, again, your scores could go down. If you close open accounts while you're in the program, if you pay off a car early, if you close a credit card, that could absolutely affect your credit. And there's a whole lot more things that you could do on your end. And in a consultation and throughout the program, we'll talk to you more about that. But we will also do our very best to communicate with you and make sure you're aware of those things so that none of that happens. And those are the reasons why you might not have success with credit repair. I've looked at bad reviews that other credit repair companies have had in the past, and some of the things I see that people are upset about, it really wasn't the credit repair company's fault. You can tell based on what the person said that's something that the client themselves did, but it's always the business's fault because they didn't set the expectations and they didn't cover all that stuff up front to make sure that didn't happen. So that's something that we do. We make sure that we cover everything with you before you sign up, so you have the whole picture and you can make a decision for what's best for you. If you have any questions, please give me a call. I'm going to write my number up here real big. I'm going to try. There's my number, 214-307-4946. I'm happy to help you out. Like I said, the first step is to do a consultation, put together a game plan. That's all free. So if you just want an idea of what you could be doing and you just like to talk it over a little bit, we're happy to do that for you or for your clients. Absolutely free. Give us a call anytime. We love educating consumers on credit. And talking to them about everything they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing, like paying off collections and things like that. So if you have any questions, give me a call, 214-307-4946. Have a great day.